What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. I want to start today's video out by apologizing for the background noise. The heat pump is going hard. It is nice and cold here today. Before I jump into the video, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about why I wanted to do this type of video. So you can see I have, just a whole bunch of combinations of different carries with companion carries that I have out here with them. And this doesn't really include a watch or a wallet or anything like that, which I do include with my rotation. So if you do follow me over on Instagram, which I'd love for you to do, I don't think I ever mention that in the videos. I throw it up there, but feel free to follow me over on Instagram. This is the type of stuff that I do, these type of companion carries and daily photos and things of that nature of what's really in my pocket. They kind of go along with my pocket check videos. And the reason I wanted to do this is not necessarily because of my pocket check that I do out on Instagram, although I'm going to throw that up on the screen now so you can kind of have a look about what the heck I'm talking about. And as you can see here, this picture really just kind of has everything out of its organizer on display for you guys to kind of see. You see my smock, you see my Redeemed Creation leather wallet, my Swiss Army knife, Olight, Fisher Space Pen. That Swiss Army knife does have micarta handles. I have not been able to find any more restock of that particular one because I do get asked often where I pick those scales up. And this is just kind of that video. So what I wanted to do is just really kind of just take, the stuff that I throw together and organize, kind of like you see here with the pocket organizers and the different types of knives and things of that nature. But I wanted to do it on some of my followers and some of those that I'm following out on Instagram because I feel like they have such awesome shots. And some of the gear that they have, I either know about and really like, or I've never heard of, or have not had the opportunity to carry. But it's always really cool to see how they're doing that and what they're carrying, because it does offer some inspiration of how I want to organize my stuff or, what I want to do. So one of the ones that I wanted you guys to know about is Hitch and Timber. They have a really good Instagram page, and he does such a phenomenal job, not just displaying his gear, but taking the pictures, kind of setting the mood, the lighting, things of that nature. And I really do enjoy that a lot. So what I want to do is just take you through some of my favorites this week. I'm hoping that I can try to do these on a weekly basis because, again, I really do enjoy it a whole lot. So I'm going to start off here with Ringland EDC. So feel free to give him a follow. As you can see, I definitely made sure you can see what his Instagram tag is in case you're interested in following any of these folks out on the Instagram. So first up, Ringland has, as you can see here, a knife that I like a whole lot, dead in the center. He has the Mini Asticus with his Victorinox Spartan and his Olight i3T EOS. So not a really fancy or outlandish carry, but he put it on top of this really cool tablecloth. He's kind of blurred it out around the edges, and he put it in this catch-all, and I think he did a really nice job with the presentation. I like how he has the wood scales on his Swiss Army knife. It looks really good, and he did a really nice job touching it up. I am a huge fan of the way Civivi does their 9CR Damascus with the wood handles. I think it looks really good, and I like that, and I would carry that anywhere. I think it would be a conversation piece for folks when they saw something like this. So again, that is Ringland EDC. Feel free to follow him on Instagram. I really enjoy following him. I think he does a lot of cool and creative shots. Another one here that I wanted to put on display is going to be Ronin Operator EDC. This one here is another really simple shot that I like a whole lot. He has the Synapsis XL Gen 2 here with the micarta handles and the titanium bolster, and it is coated. I really hope I can get a Vero Engineering one day. I have not picked one up. They do look really fascinating to me. I do prefer them in the drop point, but I think I'm starting to warm up to their sheep's foot. I think it looks really good. He just has a Civivi Coronet Tactical TI pin there. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Coronet or Coronet, but it's really simple, cut and right. He's got his basics covered here, really cool. And then he has a Pirate Goods Bostuan Minimalist EDC wallet. It is done in the Kahlua leather. Oh my gosh, it's done in Kahlua, looking really good. Simple shot on a tabletop with really moody lighting. I like this one a whole lot. I think it looks really nice. So you get a sense of kind of what I'm going for here and what I'm doing. I'm not going to do a whole lot of these because I feel like it would make for a really long video, and I don't know how interested folks would be in seeing this type of stuff. But I didn't want to take a moment and say, you know, if you do enjoy the video, leaving a like helps me on YouTube, and following me is really appreciated, and I highly encourage you to do it because I try to do different content. I do like to interact and engage with you guys through the comments, so leave a comment below, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you get alerts when new videos drop. The last thing I'll say is if you do follow me out on Instagram, I check your page out. If I see that you're doing the same type of theme where you're doing like carries and different shots of knives and things of that nature, I'm going to follow you back. If I see that you have like a private account, I'm not going to bother you with that request. I'm assuming that you're just following along because of your interest in this type of content, and that, you know, you're just really just wanting to look at the carry and the type of gear and seeing what type of review people are giving and feedback people are giving on that type of gear. So don't worry about me harassing you or anything on Instagram. I just do it for fun, and I'm curious to see what people do. And I was really surprised just how many people out there post this type of content. Like, if you look at my page when you go out and check it out, it's really, this is all that's out there. It's just what I'm carrying, different type of shots, trying to get better and improve my game out on Instagram, and that's all I really do. So having said all that, I got a couple more and then I'll wrap up the video. So next up is Captain Riki. Now, his Instagram's on the bottom. Again, feel free to check him out. This is a really interesting shot. He's got a budget titanium Bastion pen, a really good pen, and I've seen a lot of people carry it. I don't have any myself. I have some Fisher base pens. I have some for Refine, and I have like one tactile turn because I wanted to check them out. A little expensive for me, so the Refine's kind of more in my budget wheelhouse. I do use them a lot, so I can justify paying $30 to $50 for a premium material pen that has the ability to carry the Parker refill, so I do like that a lot, and I believe that also is the case with the Bastion. Here in the middle, he has a TBC Knives. Don't know anything about this knife, but I think it's really good looking. It's a front flipper, titanium. It looks like a wood overlay, but it also looks like it's chamfered down around the edges, so it looks like it could be very comfortable, but I don't know much about it. And then he has the Vero Engineering titanium pry bar with the bits, and he has it all inside of this catch-all, and he did a really good job with the moody lighting. So he's holding it in hand, which is really hard to tell because it's out of focus. He has lighting to the right, and then he has a little bit of lighting hidden right on top of everything here, and everything's centered and focused. So I really like this one a lot. I think he did a really good job. I like a lot of his pictures as well. So again, that's Captain Riki over on Instagram. Feel free to give him a follow. All right, so next up I have here Cody's Carry. That's Cody's_carry over on Instagram. And this one here, I really like this because this is all raw metals, all titanium in theory. I'm not 100% sure on everything because he didn't list it out, but what he's got going on here in the middle, he's got a Tucson, but he doesn't indicate which model, and I'm not quite sure, so I'm not going to try to guess what that is, but he does have the Tucson. To the left of that, he has the Victorinox with a titanium aftermarket mod scale that has the grooves in them for added grip. I really like the texturing on that. I think it looks really good. He has a Bertucci watch down there on the bottom. He has the titanium Olight, and he has a Stedmark knife tool right there in the middle. I'm not 100% sure what that is. I don't know if it's a pen or if it's an X-Acto. It looks like a pen, and I think that it is. I don't know anything about the brand, but I just like how he brought a plant in out of focus. He has his pouch up to the side, a little bit out of focus, but clear enough to where you can see some of the stuff that he has as far as his flare on there. And against a really nice contrasting backdrop, keeping everything dark and moody and very well lit. Now, not all of these are always going to be dark and moody. I think I just happened to pick these out this week, not realizing it. But if you enjoy this one and you're on Instagram and you like to watch this in your feed or see this in your feed, go give Cody's_carry a follow. I really like his stuff a lot. Now, the last one, that I'm going to do for today is going to be Farqui. Farqui has a very simple carry, and it looks like this is on a window pane, and he's got, you know, really low lighting, but he has it lit up enough to capture everything that's in the picture. Now, he has a knife that I actually very much like that I have myself, and that is the Kizer Sheepdog thumb hole, or without the flipper tab. I think the thumb hole is a little bit easier for me to say. In the middle, I don't know if he has this custom scales or if this is an exclusive from somewhere. He doesn't indicate at all in his tags. But I really like the color contrast against the coated blade. I think it looks really good, the dark coated hardware. It's a really good looking carry. He has that directly on top of Fisherman EDC's Hank. It looks like it's a burlap. I would like to actually know if that's really soft or if it's abrasive. I would imagine if it's a Hank that it's got to be soft, and if that's the case, it looks really nice. He's got a nice accent brass coin there. In the top right, he has a SoFirm EDC light. At least that's what it says in his tags. And in the bottom left-hand corner, he's got a small Vero Engineering black coated pry bar. So again, this is a really nice carry. Farqui 8 over on EDC on Instagram, sorry, if you want to follow him and get a look at what he's carrying. And again, it's not always going to be the same. You saw some of that was just the knives and things of that nature. Some of the stuff that I do see too does show folks like what they're carrying their gear in and kind of what they like to carry. Some of them have tools, you know, like I have this here SOG power pint. I really like this. I carry this a lot more than I indicate on my Instagram. My Instagram is usually more so the primary knife for cutting, and then what I have for like a little multi-tool writing, and then a little bit of light. And some folks ask me like, why do you carry a flashlight? Man, let me tell you, I drop stuff more than I care to admit on this video, and what happens when it ends up on the floor and you're trying to look down at it and you're trying to use the flashlight, you really can't see it really easily if it's something dark and it's dark at night. But what I have found is like when you take the flashlight and you drop it down, you see how all this stuff is kind of casting a shadow, and it's really big, so you know it's kind of obvious. But what ends up happening as you're casting the light like so flat on the surface, it really makes it easy to find that stuff. And of course, it's not just dropping stuff. It's nice like when I'm somewhere dark and I'm trying to look at something really closely, it's easy to pull out the lights and look at that type of stuff. Or if I'm working on something on the car in the garage, I don't always have the best lighting when I'm looking at something specific in a certain area, so it's nice to have those lights. But anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, leave a like. If you enjoy the Instagram feed, follow me over on Instagram. Again, JD4EDC_VA. Very simple over on Instagram. Love to have you follow, and if you post this type of stuff, I'm probably going to follow you back. But if you have a private account, don't worry, I'm not going to bother you. You can enjoy the content and move on from there. If this video does well, if it gets, you know, a decent amount of views, or if you guys let me know in the comments that you really enjoy this and you want to, you know, give me your Instagram and see if I like your videos and maybe feature you, I can do that as well. Again, I enjoy looking at it when I have some downtime, and I think there's a point in time when everybody's kind of going through their Instagram and checking stuff out, and this is kind of what I look at. Thanks for tuning in. Again, thanks for all the support. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, peace.